The biggest sporting event on Earth is about to begin, but the Holy Grail is gone. March 20th, 1966. London, England. 4 months before the World Cup kickoff, the golden Jules Rimet trophy, worth millions, is stolen from a highly secured exhibition. Under the noses of the finest English police, a thief simply walked out of the building, carrying the World Cup in his jacket. The international scandal was total. Scotland Yard had absolute zero clues. The entire nation was humiliated. The Cup of the World was lost, until a secret agent with floppy ears stepped forward. 7 days after the heist, a man walks his dog in South London. Suddenly, the mixed-breed dog named Pickles runs towards a garden hedge. He starts digging frantically into the dirt, growling with excitement. Under the green bushes, wrapped tightly in thick black newspaper and strings, was a heavy object. The owner tears the paper and freezes in shock. The solid gold-winged goddess was glistening in the London dirt. Pickles, the cute black and white outcast dog, had saved the England World Cup. He became an instant global superstar, earning a lifetime supply of canine treats, and his owner bought a new house. The tournament was saved. July 30th, 1966. Wembley Stadium, London. 97,000 screaming fans. A sea of Union Jacks, creating a deafening, military-like wall of sound. On the pitch, the ultimate geopolitical war. England, the creators of the modern game, versus West Germany, the historical rivals who hated each other to the bone. Tension was so high that players later admitted they could barely breathe of nerves before the whistle. This was not just a football match. This was a battle for national pride on the soil of the empire. From the very first minute, the game was a brutal slide tackle festival. West Germany scored first, shocking the nation. But England equalized instantly through Hurst. 1-1. The midfield was a meat grinder. Franz Beckenbauer, the German genius, was tasked with hunting Bobby Charlton. They neutralized each other with bone-shattering challenges. It was a tactical jail. Minute 78. Peters scores for England. 2-1. The stadium was already celebrating when, in the final seconds of 90 minutes, Weber slides and scores for Germany. 2-2. Extra time. Both teams were completely dead. 101st minute. Extra time. The score is deadlocked at 2-2. England attacks down the wing. Alan Ball crosses the ball into the box. Geoff Hurst receives it, turns, and fires a devastating half volley. Time stops. In ultra-slow motion, the orange ball flies through the air, crashes violently into the underside of the crossbar, and bounces straight down. It hits the white chalk line of the goal, exploding a cloud of chalk and dust, and flies back into the pitch. The German defenders scream in innocence, "No goal!" The English scream, "Goal!" The world went absolute silent. The Swiss referee Gottfried Dienst didn't see the goal. The English players surround him. The Germans scream. Dienst runs toward his linesman, the Soviet linesman, Tofik Baramov, from Azerbaijan. He stood on the line, entirely calm, fearing no one. Dienst asked, "Was it a goal?" In that fraction of a second, the entire history of football rested on Bahramov's mustache. Without a second of hesitation, the Soviet linesman made a firm, decisive nod of his head. He waved his orange flag. Goal. England leads 3-2. To this day, Germans claim the goal never crossed the line. But Baramov's nod was law. Scientists, mathematicians, and 3D rendering engineers have analyzed this goal for 60 years. In 1995, Oxford University ran a computer simulation of the shot. Their verdict was devastating for England. The ball missed crossing the line by exactly 6 centimeters. It was a ghost. But the Soviet linesman Baramov, when asked on his deathbed why he was so sure, reportedly replied with one word: Stalingrad. To him, German football could not win on Allied soil. West Germany collapsed. In the final minutes of extra time, the German defense was non-existent. Bobby Moore intercepts, launches a long ball to Hurst. Fans are already running onto the pitch, thinking the game is over. The famous commentator screams on the air, and here comes Hurst. Some people are on the pitch. They think it's all over. It is now. Hurst fires an absolute rocket into the top corner. Hat trick. 4-2. England are champions of the world. England had won their only World Cup with a ghost goal and a dog named Pickles.